Alright everyone, hello! Hi everyone! Welcome to the coding and live stream. My name is Mr. Jengis, and today we're getting into game making, guys. We're really getting into game making, game design. So as we are all coming in, I'll put some notes into the chat. So if you want to chat with me, friends, you can go to the chat and say hi. Alright. So friends, my name is Mr. Jengis, and I'm from CodeSpeak Labs. And if you'd like for more online coding classes, you can go to www.codespeaklabs.com/register. And we got all kinds of lessons in there. They're all virtual and online lessons. You can do stuff about Disney, Star Wars, video games. We've got all kinds of themes that you can get into, and you can go for lessons there. And then friends, if you like this video, please click on that subscribe button for this channel, and that way you'll get notified when we have new videos, and we have new coding videos every day. So friends, today we're gonna learn how to move things. So this is a very general statement, right? We're gonna learn how to move things. First of all, we're gonna learn how to move sprites, like this cat right here, using the arrow keys, right? So using the arrow keys on the keyboard, we're going to move the cat left, right, up, down, or any other sprite that we find on Scratch. On top of that, in games usually there are other things that are moving, such as enemies. So you can have enemies coming at you or running away from you, and you need to catch them or run away from them. And then also if we have time today, we might get into how to move projectiles. Essentially, can we throw something at the enemy so that we can, get the enemy and we get points, I guess. So, if you want to code with me, you can go to scratch.mit.edu and create. Yes. So friends, I'll click on space key. I have this little Scratch project right here. The code is right here. And I found this techno song music sound on Scratch, and I chopped it up a little bit so that it's more looping. Okay guys, I'm gonna get right into it. I am already signed in, and let me clear my screen and click on create. Okay, alright, so first we'll begin with an exercise in Scratch. Today's lesson, again everyone, is about movement for video games in Scratch. And we're gonna learn how to program the arrow keys on the keyboard to move a character on Scratch, for example. But first, before we do that, I want to show you guys an experiment. So there are two ways that we can program keys in Scratch. The first way, that you might have done this before, is to go to events, right here, and then grab this when space key pressed block, the event block. Okay, when I press the space key, I can change that to up arrow, right? and then I can say change y by. So if we change y by, it's going to go up. When I press the up arrow, it does go up. Yes. Yes, it does go up. But when I press and hold, there's a tiny bit of lag there. I press and hold. That makes it less responsive. So it's harder to move this character very quickly, right when you mean to move it, with this code. So this is not the best code to move things. So today I'm going to show you how you can use a different code to make things move a little bit faster. So first let me actually go through the sprite library right here. I'm going to choose a sprite by clicking on that button right there, and then I'm going to pick a character that I can walk around. I mean, you can do the cat, but it doesn't really animate. And I'm going to look for a character that we can see from the top down. So let me see. There are some new sprites in Scratch 3.0 that I really wanted to use today. Let's see where they are. I'm going all the way down, it looks like. All the way down. There we go. Tatiana and Taylor. As you can see, we see them from the top, and they have animations. For example, Taylor has this animation of walking. That's really cool. So we can see it from the top down. I'm going to choose Taylor. But friends, it's up to you, right? As always, you can put this code into any sprite that you want, and you can move them around using the arrow keys. Alright, now that I'm programming Taylor, let's get started. I'm going to put this aside a little bit. Okay. So, instead of using this event block when space key is pressed, let's use this event block when green flag is clicked. Under that, I'm going to go to control and put a forever block. Inside the forever block, we put an if. Then I go to sensing and find key space pressed. Right, yes. So this code right here, and then one more block, everyone. You're going to go to motion and add change y by 10. And let's keep that space. Okay, up arrow. So friends, this code is not the same thing as this code. Up arrow, change y. These two codes are not the same. I have an equal sign here. Equal sign. I wanted a bigger equal sign. There we go. Yes, huge equal sign. Equal sign, and then a line. Whoa. Whoa. Let's make that line thinner. There we go. Yes, these two things are not equal. So let's try one of them. I'm gonna remove the green flag right here so that this code is broken. Let's try this code. So when I press up arrow, Taylor does move up, but it's not responsive. I press, and there's that little pause again. I press and hold, and there's that little pause. But for this one, if I throw this away, and when I click on a green flag, I press up arrow, and it's way, way more responsive. The moment I press and hold the up arrow, it moves up as long as I want it to. So this code right here with the forever if is a lot more responsive when moving things around. This is also true for languages like p5.js. If you want to move something, instead of using event listeners, use a forever loop and put ifs inside there. And that way you can use multiple keys at the same time too. Okay. So we do have a problem here, right? When I press up arrow, Taylor is moving sideways. So let's fix that first. In here we have a point in direction block, right? Yes. If you click on the 90 there, you get this little arrow, and you can direct that way. You can point the arrow up. So now when I click on the green flag and press up arrow, yes, Taylor faces up. Let's do the opposite of this. So, friends, if you want to be a really fast coder on Scratch, I know the blocks here, they can get messy, but if you want to be a fast coder, pay attention to this part. Do you know how to duplicate your code? So friends, if you want to learn how to duplicate your code, please look over at my screen. I'm going to right click on this if, just the if, and duplicate it. I can take that and put it under the other one. Notice this, I'm not putting it inside the other if. I'm putting it under the other if. So if I zoom out, we'll see there are two ifs and they are parallel. Parallel ifs. I gotta write this down. Make it all red. Parallel ifs. Yes, these are parallel ifs. That means that that each if is separate. So we have an if right here. We have an if right here. And then we have another if right here. They're not inside each other. They are completely separate, right? And that's called parallel ifs. Parallel ifs exist in all programming languages, right? Any language that has an if, I think that's all of them. And friends, if they are inside each other, that's called nested ifs. Okay, let's change this up a little bit. Both say up arrow, right? I'm gonna say down arrow for this one. Click on the 0, make it face down for pointing direction. When going down, it will face down. And change Y by -10 to move it down. Alright, cool. I click on the green flag, we go up, we go down. Nice. Really cool. But do you guys remember? Taylor has costumes. Yeah. Taylor has these costumes. We got Taylor B, Taylor C, and Taylor D. It just kind of looks like a continuous loop. And I think I can use next costume here. Let me go back to the code. Okay. Next costume block is inside looks and find next costume right there. So that's what sprites are, friends. We don't really call these characters or images. We call them sprites. Not because Sprite is a delicious soda, but because sprites are the first things that were used in video games, like way back when. And sprites have costumes, so you can animate them to look different way. So let's try that out. I put a next costume inside each of the parallel ifs. I click on a green flag, I go up, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so there is a thing happening here. I mean, it's not a huge bug, but it moves really fast. And I want to slow it down a little bit. So I can do that in two ways. I can slow it down by putting wait 1 second right here. Okay, yeah. It's not going to be a great solution. It really isn't. If I put a wait 0.1 second in here, this is not going to be a good solution because it's gonna pause each time it moves. So we can do this in a different way. Again, friends, if you want to be a very fast Scratch coder, I know the blocks are really messy, you can use the duplicate tool, and I'll show you how that works. Guys, so what I'm gonna do is, you see this whole code right here? I'm gonna make them parallel. Yes, codes can be parallel too. Parallel code. Yes, so I can duplicate this entire piece of code. Alright, and delete the next costume and wait 1 second from here. And in here, delete all the motion blocks. two parallel codes. They both do the same thing. They both work at the same time. They don't both do the same thing. They do different things, but at the same time. And let me zoom, so you all can see this. All right. So I have two codes. They're parallel. They work at the same time. They run at the same time, but they do different things. So when I press the up arrow, I have this walking animation. Nice. And it's very smooth, and I can see Taylor walking. And friends, if you want to make it even more 0.01, if you want to make the walk even more natural, you can make 0.01. And let's see what that kind of looks like. Maybe 0.05. Anyways, you get the idea. These numbers, they're really up to you. So whatever you want to do with them, really. Nice. Oh, I got an idea actually. Okay, I'll get into that later. Alright friends, this is the up and down motion. Alright, that's up and down. Yeah, I want to try this out. Guys, so sorry, I just had an idea. For up and down, when I press up arrow, we do the same thing. So let me focus on this code right here. When I press up arrow, we do next costume, wait 0.5 seconds. When I press down arrow, we do the same thing. Next costume, 0.5 seconds. Now, can I do this? Let me take away this if, and can I just say if I press any key? If any key pressed, then next costume. This makes it so that this piece of code right here also works for left and right. So that's going to be really useful. Yes, I think that's a smart thing to do right there. This one right here. Any key pressed, change costume, wait a little bit. Let's make this 0.1. If up arrow, point in direction 0, change Y by 10. If down arrow, point in direction 180, which is down, change Y by minus 10. Alright, we have Taylor moving up and down supernaturally. Right? Again, friends, I'm going to duplicate the up and down code. I'm going to right click on it, move it right here. So now I have two of the same codes. This second one, let's change it up. Instead of up arrow, we're going to say right arrow. Instead of down arrow, we're going to say left arrow. Cool. Instead of point in direction 0, we're going to say point in direction 90. Instead of point in direction 180, let's do point in direction minus 90. Alright, let's try it out, huh? I click on a green flag, yes, up and down works, but right and left don't work. So I get this strange bug. Why? Because we're still changing the Y. So let's change the X. Instead of changing the Y, let's remove this change Y by 10 and change Y by minus 10. And instead, let's put change X by 10 for right, change X by minus 10 for left. Right? Left? Right. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. So now we have this little thing. Something that might happen with your sprite is your sprite might go upside down. So while you guys are looking at this, let me choose a new sprite. For example, let's do the cat, for example. And I'll put this code onto the cat. Right. Okay, get it? Yeah. And then the other code to the cat. Actually, let's just leave it at this code. Okay. Now when I press left and right, by the way, they both move, the cat goes upside down when I press left. So when I'm moving left, the cat goes upside down. When I'm moving right, the cat goes normal. So it's facing to the left, but it rotates upside down. So to fix that, friends, this is a block that not a lot of people know about. It's called set rotation style left right. So you might need this block for your sprite. For the cat, for example, you're definitely going to need it. Set rotation style left and right. Click on the green flag and try it out. It's a really, really cool block. That fixes that bug. No, so now the cat is actually not upside down anymore. It is regular, facing left and right. But I didn't need that for Taylor. Because Taylor is symmetric. How fun is that? That's a lot of fun. Okay, so friends, this is what I have so far. I have this code for up and down, right and left, and I have if any key pressed, then next costume. Efficient, real nice. So I'll keep this up here for now so that you all can see it, and you can pause this video if you want to. This is the first step. We have a moving character who's moving around, going left, right, up, and down. Okay. Parallel code. Alright. Okay. Let's see. I want to make a background now. This is a start of a game. I haven't really decided what the game is going to be like, but right now I think I need a background that is from the view, from the top down view. Does that exist? No. Not really, huh? Well, you know what we can do? Yeah, there's no top-down view. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll do neon top. So this is what I have so far, friends. I click on a green flag, and up, down, left, right, and I can move at the same time. Look at that, cool. And I suggest, friends, to change the size of your character too. So you can change that right here, and now Taylor is a lot smaller and also a lot faster. Yeah, really cool. Really, really, really cool. Okay, now let's decide on an enemy. Enemy, it can be really easy. If we want to make it easy, it can be really, really easy. Yeah. Let's say that Taylor is running away from a crab. Yes, Taylor is running away from a crab. Alright, so remember everyone, we have the Taylor code right here. I'm moving on to the crab code. Crab is the enemy in this case. Okay, when green flag is clicked, forever. I feel like that's the way I start most of my code, yes. And inside motion there's this block called point towards, mouse pointer. Change that to your hero, to Taylor. I click on a green flag. Now wherever I move, you guys see this? Wherever I move, it points towards me. Now, I can use that move block, the first block in motion, and put it in here, and that will make the crab move towards me. Now I can make this too. Move 2 steps so that it's way, way, way slower than I am. Cool, and I can change the size of it too, make it 50 probably. And when the green flag is clicked, let me move it to this corner first. I'll move the crab to this corner, and when the green flag is clicked, add this go to block, go to X and Y. Guys, this is a really, really cool thing in Scratch. If you don't know this, you should know this. This X and Y numbers are where your sprite is at. This crab right now is on X minus 201, Y 133. These numbers change each time you move the character, the sprite. So if I move it there, the numbers update to 214, 130. if I move it here, the numbers change too. Now it's minus 34, minus 79. So first move your sprite to the starting position, and then add this go to block. We're going to do this a lot in games. The characters need to have a starting place. So we need reset code. And this is what we call reset code. Right now it's only one block. So this right here is what we call reset code. Reset code. It resets the game to the starting point. And you need to do that. Yeah. So now, when I click on the green flag, oh no, the crab is coming towards me. Oh no! And click on the green flag, the crab moves there. Nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot one thing, friends. Just like Taylor, let's add a next costume right here. So now we have this animation. Oops, let me move this out of the way. It's actually really cool. I click on a green flag, but there's this crowd coming at me. Blah, 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 blah. No! No! Get away from me! No! And it just goes wherever you go. Woo! Alright! I'm liking this game. And I still don't know what I'm gonna make. In the chat, friends, if you have any suggestions, let me know. What kind of game can we make out of this? So far we have a crab that's following us. How about we do that thing where we throw stuff? Right? Right? Okay, so what would you throw at a crab? I have no idea. Let's see what we have. I think we have an egg that we can throw at the crab. Or we have fortune cookies. Cool. We have fortune cookies. So this is the code that I have for the crab, and we will throw fortune cookies at it, I guess. So this is the fortune cookie code. When green flag is clicked, guess what? Forever. When green flag clicked, do something forever. Oh, I'm sorry, actually no. No, not that. When green flag is clicked, first hide. Yeah. Yeah. And then I like to use event block here. When space key is pressed, then go to control and make a clone. If you haven't used these clone blocks before, you're in for a treat. Clones are really cool. You can quickly create copies of one sprite and use it to throw stuff, or make many of them all of a sudden appear in the screen, so on and so forth. So when I press the space key, we create clones of this fortune cookie. And when I start as a clone, show. Yeah, it's kind of weird. When green flag is clicked, hide. When space key is clicked, create a clone of myself and show that clone. Throughout the whole program, the original fortune cookie will be hidden. When I press the space key, a clone of it will show. And then let's go to motion and put this go to block in here and go to Taylor. Okay. Go to Taylor and let's see. Oh, I can do this. All right. Point in direction as well. So what I want this to do is it's going to go to Taylor and point in the direction that Taylor is pointing at. So let's find this block. This might be a block that you haven't seen before, but I love this block. It's a great find. So it's this backdrop number of stage. Amazing block, so underrated, and I recently found out about it, so I'm really excited about it. It's called backdrop number of stage, and you can find it in Sensing. This is a really cool block because it doesn't have to be about the stage. You can click on this triangle and choose one of your sprites. And then, once you pick a sprite, you can click on this triangle and choose a value. Yes, a value of that sprite. I'm going to get the direction of Taylor and put it in there. So when it starts as a clone, this clone will go to Taylor and point in direction, whichever direction Taylor is pointing at. There is more. Let me put these guys right here. Oof. There's going to be a lot in here. There's going to be a lot of code. Let's go to control and find this block. Repeat until yes. Can I do this? Put this guy in here. And then put this guy in here. Oh yeah, that works out. Okay. So repeat until touching edge. Repeat until touching edge. So this thing will continue moving in the direction of whatever Taylor was facing, and it will continue moving until it touches the edge. Once it gets to the edge, we're gonna leave this loop and go to and delete this clone block right here. Let me test it out really quickly, everyone. Nice, really cool. Okay, so friends, all right, this is the code. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. When green flag is clicked, hide. So the fortune cookie never shows. Let me make the fortune cookie a little bit smaller, everyone. I'll make it 50. Okay. When space key is pressed, there becomes a clone of this fortune cookie. Okay. And then show this clone, make it go to Taylor, make it point in direction of wherever Taylor is pointing at, and repeat until touching edge. Move 10 steps. If you want to make it faster, if you want to make the projectile faster, you can move 20 steps. You can do, you know what? I'm going to do 30 steps. Yes. So it's like a lot faster. Bam, bam, bam. And you can spam it too. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. All right. Okay. So far we have a projectile, a crab, an enemy, and I'm thinking of something. We can do levels in this game, and we can do like many crabs coming at you, so that you gotta like shoot them all. And let's see how many crabs you can throw fortune cookies up. Okay. I'll start with point first. Okay, I'll use this code still. I'll continue from here. I'm going to go to control and add a forever right here. And then inside the forever, let's put an if. Yo. If touching crab. If touching crab, then let's make a score. I'm going to go to variables, everyone, and click on make a variable. Call it score. Score. Once you click on OK, you should get the score in here. But I didn't. What happened there? So I click on make a variable, say score, click on OK. Oh, really? Weird. I don't see it in here. Weird. Okay. Well, in the beginning, let's set score to 0. And then if touching crab, then change score by 1. Alright. And then, yeah, this might help. Let me go to events and broadcast message 1. This broadcast message 1, we can change it. I can click on new message right here. And I'm going to call this one, I don't know, hit. Broadcast hit. And then delete this clone. Alright, so this makes it so that when I throw the fortune cookie at the crab, if it touches the crab, I get a score. I broadcast this message called hit. I'm going to use that broadcast message to make many crabs. So when I receive hit, make a clone. When I receive hit again, make another clone. When I receive hit, make a clone. Right? Pretty good, right? Yeah? Okay. And then after it touches the crab, the fortune cookie deletes the stuff. Awesome. So inside the crab now, I need to make some code so that when it gets hit by the fortune cookie, it makes another crab. And the goal in the game, as the player, the goal is to hit all of the crabs with fortune cookies, and let's see how many crabs you can get to. All right, I'll click on the crab right here. Yeah. And go to events and when I receive hit. Remember, I broadcasted hit here. Whenever the fortune cookie touches the crab, I will broadcast hit and then the crab will receive that hit. Alright, let's make it go to a random position first. Oh, actually, maybe I can do it this way. I'm gonna try this. When I receive hit, let's hide the original crab. Okay. When I receive hit, hide the original crab, and then make a clone of it. In fact, make 2 clones of it. Yes, I like this. So if you get 1 crab, then you're gonna get 2 more crabs. If you get each of those crabs, then you're gonna get 4 crabs, 2 each. If you get all of those 4 crabs and 2 each, then that's gonna become 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and so on. Alright, quickly, like all of a sudden, the screen, I'm guessing, it will fill up with crabs that are attacking you, and it's going to be overwhelming. Alright, every time the crab gets hit, hide it, and create 2 clones of it. When I start as a clone, maybe you won't do that. Let's see. When I start as a clone, forever, if touching a fortune cookie, then delete this clone. Awesome. Friends, remember, I still have this code for the crab. This makes it so that it points towards Taylor all the time and moves towards Taylor and does this. And this one is going to make it so that if I hit it with a fortune cookie, it's going to create 2 other fortune cookies. 2 other crabs. And I'm going to make each one of those go to a random position. Okay. I got to test this out. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Okay, I got this crab coming at me. What? I'm hitting it. What? Okay, there's something wrong here. We're not hitting it. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Friends, there is something wrong here. When green flag is clicked, we hide the original fortune cookie, and the original fortune cookie never shows again, right? So I gotta actually make this for the clone when I start as a clone. And look at this, we have another parallel code. What? Craziness. Yes, when I start as a clone, one event, but two parallel codes to make that event programmed. So I click on the green flag and let me test this out one more time. Bam, bam, bam. Yes. What? Where is? Oh. Okay, let me go back to the crab. When I start as a clone, let's show the crabs. Okay. Alright, now it's gonna work, I hope. Alright, click on the green flag. Oh. Alright, and also show in the beginning of the program. Yeah, show and hide can get messy, huh? Alright, let me test this out and then I'll show you the whole code so you can pause the video and try this yourself. Cool. I got more. I get more. Whoa! Whoa! That's craziness. Yeah, guys, I changed my mind. Let me do it this way. Sorry, I tried something new here. I'm just gonna create one clone in here. And I'll put the go to random position right here. Alright, this is gonna be the code, I think. Let me try this out. Alright, cool. Alright. So the only thing left now, when I start as a clone, forever point towards Taylor and move, right? So let me duplicate this clone right here and put it right here. Ha ha ha. Duplicating. I love duplicating. Ha ha. Alright, let me zoom to show you the entire crab code. Guys, this is the entire crab code and it works like this. I click on a green flag, there's a crab, it's coming at me, oh no, and then now there are two crabs, oh no, now there are three. Oh, but they're not going to random places. Why don't you go to random places? Oof. One more block, let's add this in here. Go to, where is go to random position right there. Okay. For reals this time. Last. This is it. Let's test that one more time. No. Oh no. Nice. Look at these crabs coming at me. No. 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 It's kind of cool. You can collect them at a place and hit all of them. No! Wow. That's a lot of crabs, man. Yeah. That's a lot of crabs. And I can make them a little bit slower. And I'm going to make them a lot smaller, friends. And I think that's going to help a little bit. I'm going to go to size right here. And then 10. Like a lot. No, not 10. 25. Bam. But I'm having a problem. Oh, there it is. There is score. Okay, green flag. 0. Okay, cool. Bam. What do y'all think? Boom. Whoa. 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 No. 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 Okay. Alright. So I think there's one more thing in here to do, and that is losing. So we have a way to gain points, but what about a way to lose points? That could be interesting. Okay, let's do this. inside here I already have a forever. I'm going to use that. And there's an if inside it. If touching fortune cookie, then delete this clone. I'm going to put a parallel if under that. And this time, if touching Taylor. If the crab touches Taylor, then delete this clone. For sure. Definitely delete this clone. If the crab touches you, it's bad news, man. Delete this clone. Okay, but let's also lose score. If a crab touches you, then you lose score. So I'm going to say change score by -1. Right? So this is the losing code. If touching fortune cookie, delete. If touching Taylor, change score by -1 and then delete. And remember guys, inside the fortune cookie we have the winning condition. If touching crab, then change score by 1. If the fortune cookie touches the crab, then change score by 1. Let me test this out. Green flag. Whoa. 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 This game is impossible. Look at this. Yeah. What about this, you guys? Change score by 1. Let me click on the green flag and try this again. Bam. So you can run into them or you can throw stuff at them. Bam, 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 bam. Really cool. Look at those things coming at you. Yeah, but there is still a problem. I want to lose points in some way. I wish I had an idea about how to lose points. Maybe you're supposed to collect the crabs, huh? And maybe you're supposed to run away from hippo. And if the flying hippo touches you, then you lose. Let's do that, alright? So this will be the ending of the game. The game over condition. And in here there's a little hippo. Where's the hippo? There it is. Hippo 1. There's hippo 1. And hippo 1 will do something similar to the crab. Forever point towards Taylor and move like really slowly. Don't move too fast. And why not next costume, right? Bam! No, stay away from me! No! No! Wow. Whoa. So I just noticed something. If I get them, I'll make the hippo like 70 size. So guys, I'll make this big screen so you can see it. I have the hippo coming at me, and if I throw fortune cookies at the crab, then I get 2 crabs, yes. Each crab gets 2 crabs if I throw fortune cookies at them. But if I collect them by walking towards them, then they don't multiply. Let's fix that. Also, there's this problem. When the hippo gets to you, what should happen? So let me finish that part first, and then I'll get to the part where it still duplicates even though you walked over it instead of throwing cookies at it. Okay, so I'll put an if right here. I got my forever anyways. Put an if there. Go to sensing, and let's get that touching block. And if touching Taylor. If touching Taylor, let's actually broadcast, huh? If touching Taylor, oh wow, that went crazy. If touching Taylor, then guess what? Game over. Ah. So if the hippo touches Taylor, then we broadcast this thing called game over. And I like to do it this way because then I can make a background that is just for, or a sprite that is just for a winning condition. Okay, let's try that out. So let me show you guys. If you don't know how to make your own sprite, everyone, please look over at my screen. This is a really useful tool. So remember the new sprite tool button right here. I'm not going to click on it. I'm going to put my mouse on it, but click on the paintbrush. So this is so that we can make our own sprites right here. And I can use the text tool to say game over. That's right, game over. Let me highlight all of it. Right, so I can use my mouse to highlight all of it, select it, all that good stuff. Okay, I can change the fill. Let's make it like red. Okay. Darker red. We can change the writing, the font here. I'm going to make it super big. Game over. Let's make it even bigger. Why not? Game over. Alright. So we can go to the code for this custom sprite and say when green flag is clicked, hide. But when I receive game over, show. Even go to front layer, so it'll be in front of everything. And then in control, stop all. Yes, stop all is usually the code that we use, the block that we use to end a game. Alright, friends, I think this is it. Right. Oh no, there was one more part. Yes. If, no, not those. Yes, this one. Okay. If I receive hit, oh yeah, where do I, yes, broadcast hit. If touching crab or if touching Taylor. So this is the code for the fortune cookie, friends. It says when touching crab, then broadcast hit, and then delete this clone. But also, I wanted to make it so that when it's touching Taylor, let me find this block here. When it's touching Taylor 2, it also does the same thing. If touching crab or if touching Taylor. Oh, that's the wrong code. Alright guys, let me test this out, and I think this is it though. I'm gonna show each sprite code so you can pause this video and take a look at it and see, and I'll comment on it a little bit too. Let's test this out. I'm gonna click on the green flag. Oh, sorry guys. And also, let's move this to a starting position. This hippo needs to start at some corner, and let's start this one here. And add these go-to blocks. Alright, I click on the green flag. Alright, so I can get these guys really good. And game over. There was a issue there. I think it's easily fixable. When green flag is clicked, hide. Oh. Oh wow. The fortune cookie is not working this time. I have no idea why. Of course, it's touching Taylor at all times. Oh. No! Okay guys, I'm gonna move this code. That did not work that well. I have an idea how we can fix this, but we're running out of time, so I'll just leave this right there. Okay, alright. So if you get one of them with the cookie, you get 2 crabs. to get them with a cookie. But if you get them in person, then you don't get any extra crabs. You only get the one. And friends, you can never have 0 crabs. There will always be a crab in this game. Bam bam, bam bam, bam. Game over. This is a really fun game. Alright friends, this is Taylor code. Taylor code is right here. This one is, let me zoom out a little bit more. This one right here is up and down arrow code. This one right here is right and left arrow code. And this one right here animates Taylor to look like it's walking. If you press any key, it's gonna look like it's walking. And for Taylor, we only press the up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, and left arrow. Sweet. How about the crab? Let's check out the crab. Alright, oh wow. Yes, this is the code for the crab. Basically, we have clones for the crab. Every time we get one, we throw a fortune cookie at a crab, we get another crab, and then another one, and then another one. Alright, this code right here is when I receive hit, so that we can create that clone, and this clone is what happens when the clone begins. Essentially the same thing as the original crab was doing. Alright, and then friends, we have the fortune cookie code right here. You can pause and take a look at it. Check this out. I'm actually really proud of this one. I like this one. Yes. Only one code when green flag is clicked. There's only one code when green flag is clicked, set score to 0. That's the first thing that this sprite does. When I press space, create a clone of myself. And then we have a parallel code. 2 parallel codes. When I start as a clone, basically go to Taylor, show, and throw until you get to the edge and then delete it. After that, while you're doing that, also check if you're touching the crab. If you're touching the crab, then change score by 1. The block that I want to highlight in here is this one. It's very versatile, meaning you can use it in a lot of different situations. Direction of Taylor. Like if you click on this little triangle, you can make this stage and you can get different values of the stage. You can turn this into a sprite and get different values of that sprite. And I found this block in sensing. It says backdrop number of stage. Tip of the day, certainly tip of the day. Okay, next up I got this hippo. Yay, hippo. Basically it has a starting point. This is reset code, and then it always points towards Taylor just like the crab, but in this case if it touches Taylor, broadcast game over. What does game over mean? To code that part, we made our own custom sprite. That's just the sign game over. When green flag is clicked, this sign hides. But when we receive that game over, when the hippo touches Taylor, then we show the sign, make it go to the front layer, so we're sure that it can be seen, and then stop all. This code right here, this block right here, guys, is a very heavy block. Yes, stop all. It's very dramatic, so it can be, it can cause a lot of bugs if you use it wrong. If you use it more than once, especially. Alright. Alright, friends. I'm going to click on share. If you click on share as well, you can show your project to everybody and give instructions right here. Use arrow keys to move Taylor. And press space to throw fortune cookies at crab. I'm just noticing this is turning out to be a really strange game. Avoid the flying hippo. and I'll call this the hippo hunt with crabs. And yes guys, if you have a Scratch account, you can share your project and leave each other comments, and I'll put this project into the description of this video. You can go to that project, click on see inside, you can remix it if you want, I don't mind it at all. You can copy my code and check it out. Alright friends, that's gonna be it for today. If you like this video, please click on like at the bottom, and also subscribe if you want to see our future videos. I do this every Tuesday, friends. I do the coding live stream every Tuesday, and I'm going to show you how to do different techniques to make video games. Today was all about movement, and next up I want to get into other areas of video games. I'm thinking maybe sounds, or more about graphics, how to make things look good, or how to make different types of games that are not necessarily action based, like turn based games like RPGs for example. But for that I need your input, I need your feedback. So friends, join me during my live stream so you can give me some feedback, give me some ideas, so that we can create these projects together. And everyone, if you'd like to sign up for online lessons, go to www.codespeaklabs.com /register. So that's again, www.codespeaklabs.com /register for virtual classes. Yeah, right. And friends, if you can subscribe to this video, you'll support us and give us feedback. What kind of games would you like to learn how to create in these series? Alright everyone, again I'm Mr. Jengis, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye. See you next time. Bye bye. Let me go to that project, huh? No. Yes. There's this project right here. Yeah, I like this one.